Hey, this is AnnRileyCaldwell, not your ordinary agent. I'm excited to be here. I'm talking about tips, tricks, and secrets for home buyers, especially when it comes to finances. And this is a video that goes along with my 10 commandments of home buying, or the 10 top mistakes that home buyers often make in financial situations. Some of them, most of them will impact your ability to get pre-approved, but we're really focusing on now you are pre-approved, you're trying, and maybe you're under contract or trying to be under contract to get to closing, and you don't want to make any of these mistakes. So we are to what we call commandment number 10. Thou shalt not schedule your move out date too close to your new move in date. There could be some financial ramifications to that if you're having to make extra payments that are going to affect cash that you need to get to closing. There could be ramifications to that if you end up getting caught up in a lease situation that extends longer than you thought it was going to. But most of all, you don't want to end up without a place to live. We have closing dates. Obviously, every contract has to have a closing date. Hopefully, all the parties are working diligently to meet that closing date, but there are things that happen. Most of the time, you're trying to close within about 30 days unless there's a reason for either you as the buyer or the seller to not close within 30 days that we knew at the very beginning, in which case that closing date could be a longer closing date to begin with. But most of the time, we're thinking about things in about a 30-day period of time. There are things that can come up both on the buyer side as well as the seller side that could postpone the transaction. So you want to have a little margin, a little leeway to be able to stay where you are, or to have a backup plan of a place to stay in case that closing date changes. I always tell people, don't assume that you're moving in the day that you close. Also assume that it's going to be a day later. Sometimes funds don't transfer by end of business day. Sometimes documents, if there's two title companies involved, which often it is a split closing, they have to messenger documents back and forth a lot of times. There's just all kinds of things that could happen, that even if you sign the documents on time and money has been transferred to one party, it still may not be enough for you to get into that house same day. Also, again, as we talked about, you could be delayed. So you have to have backup plans. One of the things I like to make sure that people know, and the lender again can talk to you about this in more detail, if you actually close on a house, say mid-September, you don't have a mortgage payment until November 1st. You're prepaying interest, money's being put in escrow for certain things. That's all part of the money that you're bringing to closing, and that will all be detailed to you by your lender, and the title company will give us a document that talks about all that stuff. But you know, there is a margin of time somewhere between 4 and 8 weeks, depending on when you close in a month. The next month you don't have a mortgage payment, and so it's the first of the month after that. So you do have a little bit of time. So I have a lot of people who we're able to get them closed on a home, you know, sometime, so that they have several days left, you know, for them to be able to get everything out of wherever they're currently living. Their lease is going to expire, and then they're going to be able to move into this home. So they have a lot of margin there. Some people, I know we're cutting it really close. I will do everything that I can to make sure that we meet that closing date. But for planning purposes, a little leeway is the best way to go. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the notify bell, because my team and I are putting out all kinds of awesome videos, and we don't want you to miss any of them. I definitely want to try to create content that is relevant, that helps you accomplish your real estate goals. If you have any questions about this or anything else about the home buying process, financial process, real estate in Middle Tennessee, reach out to me at 615-930-0313. Go to my website, notyourordinaryagent.com. There's all kinds of blogs and helpful information. You can get to all my social media channels there. You can send me a contact through the contact form and talk to me and ask me any questions that you have. I would love to talk to you about your real estate goals. Let's work together, partner together. Let me consult with you, and let's get you into your dream home.